Hey guys, thanks for stopping by another episode of New York Beer Reviews. This is gonna be off the cuff review. Wasn't really planning on doing this tonight, but I've had this beer in the fridge for a while and I keep delaying the review. So I'm going to give the review. This is gonna be a re-review. I bought this because I thought I haven't reviewed this in like 6 years since I almost started. But then I checked back today and I see I actually reviewed it 2 years ago. But this, I guess, will be the 2016 version. Maybe their flavor, their taste for this brewer has gone different. This is gonna be Brooklyn, right here in New York. Brooklyn Brewery, probably about 7 miles from my house. Brooklyn Lager. It's calling an amber lager now. Now I used to think this was like a pale ale or something of that nature. I never knew it was like an amber lager, but that was a really dumb thing for me to say. Why would I think it's a pale ale if it's called Brooklyn Lager? Lagers are ale and different. No. I mean, it kind of had a more of a... It did taste a bit more of a pale ale kind of side. From what I used to remember. My palate has changed. Now, they have the word amber on the bottle, and Beer Advocate is delivered American Amber / Red Ale. They give it an 84. That's the only, I'm going to use that as the only critic right now. Let's take a look here. Brooklyn Lager unites flavors of toffee, toast, and caramel with a dry hopped aroma full of grapefruit flowers and pine. Everything I love in an IPA, to be honest, and some of the hoppier lagers. Whether it's your favorite pint glass or a thirsty bottle or a versatile can, Brooklyn Lager is the beer for the job if you're looking for a dry hopped amber lager that changed the world. It doesn't really say any of the ingredients, what kind of malts they use. So I guess I'll do some guessings, and that's it. Commercial description on this one is in the late 1800s, Brooklyn was one of the largest brewing centers in the country, home to more than 45 breweries. Lager beer in the Vienna style was one of the local favorites. Brooklyn Lager is an amber gold in color and displays a firm malt center supported by a refreshing bitterness and floral hop aroma. Caramel malts show and finish. The aromatic quality of the beer are enhanced by dry hopping, which is usually a secondary fermentation where they add more hops into the batch. The century-old practice of steeping the beer with fresh hops and undergoes a long, cold maturation, which we've used in the Viennese style to create an American original. Let's see. This says it's brewed and bottled. No, it says brewed by the Brooklyn Brewery, Brooklyn, New York, and Utica, New York. So I'm not sure which one is actually coming from. Is it coming from Brooklyn or is it coming from Utica? They do have the Best By date on the bottle. Best By 11 November 2022. But I do prefer the canned on date. But given that it's August, September, I got a couple. I'm pretty sure it was probably put in the can at least like 3 months or earlier. Nice little hiss on that. Got some smoke coming. And look at the glass we're using. This is going to be a Brooklyn Brewery glass. Alright. I'm going to go down the center head for this pour, guys. See if we can get like a nice head here aroma. I don't think I'm going to drink the whole thing in this review. I think I'm going to sip it. And I'm going to drink the whole thing, but I don't think I'm going to drink the whole thing all for the review. Let's turn the light on the actual brew. That as you can see, beautiful golden color. Yellow off-white head. I can smell the caramel malt from here. Oh yeah, we got caramel malt. You got some nice of the grassy citrus. Not maybe a little citrus, but more of grassy hop notes on that. Very light, toasty, bready notes. 5.2% alcohol by volume, by the way. Caramel malt. and a little bit of hot presence. I'm not too big into the Brooklyn Brewing. Slightly carbonated. I haven't really I've had a couple there with their packs and stuff, but it's not my go-to. Honestly, my go-to beers are now like the Bud Lights and stuff like that. I drink light beer. I don't really have a good tolerance for liquor anymore. My tolerance is, or at least the after effect has gotten worse since. My tolerance has always been the same, but my after effect is usually just being tired and, bleh. Whereas back when I was 18, I could party all, then sober up and be fine. I'm getting old. Back when I started these reviews, to be honest. Anyway, thanks for sticking with me. I know I don't have that many subscribers, so all 73 of you. Love you guys. Let's take a look. Crisp caramel malt. Very dark toasted bready notes. A little bitterness. The caramel malt in this is very present, which is one reason I don't particularly like amber lagers. I mean, it's light. To me, this is what you call a introduction to craft brewing. Oh, and for those of you who don't know, this is going to be a little off the cuff, and Jay, I know you're going to watch this video, but I'm going to Denver tomorrow, or tonight. Tonight, actually. Not tonight, well, today. It's 1:04 in the morning, so, yeah, I'm going to Denver, guys. Going to visit someone very dear to me. And we might do a review. If there's any type of breweries you want me to check out, or any beers that you want me to pick up down there, let me know. But very light, crisp. It's a refreshing brew. I would drink this in the sun. Light bitterness. It's an introductory beer. It's very, it's light on malt. It's not too bitter. You don't get too many hops on the aroma. Sorry. Brooklyn has been around for a while, honestly. Actually, Brooklyn and Saranac were kind of like head to head on basically where I stand when it comes to the introduction to craft brew. Brooklyn, I think I had Brooklyn before I had Saranac. I don't know, I always liked the more bitter beers. I remember when I was a skateboard kid. I was a skater kid when I was like 16, 17, and I used to try and sneak alcohol and shit like that. I hung out with my friend Donald, and we went up to this like park, up to the Forest Park here, and he was drinking Coors Lights. I asked for the Heineken because I always liked bitter stuff, like bitter coffee, and at the time that was so bitter to me. Like now I should taste like candy. And then I tried one of the Brooklyns. I'm like, this tastes cool too, but it wasn't very popular. And then I used to hang out with my buddy Andrew, who, if you've watched my show, he's the D'Angelo. Shout out to D'Angelo, man. I haven't seen him in a while. I saw him maybe a couple months ago, but we need to hang out more, have more brewskis. I miss you. I used to hang out with that kid every fucking day till like 3, 4 in the morning at his house down the block, and he moved away. But yeah, I think I had this, but I couldn't get really. I was underage, so I couldn't really buy beer that much. Then I started hanging out with Andrew, who was just above my age, and I'm not gonna mention which Andrew. It might not be D'Angelo. It might be another Andrew. for protection, just in case, not that fucking matters, I'm 29 now. But back when I would used to drink underage, I would get Saranac beers, because that's what was available. And I actually, I enjoyed all the bitterness. My friend didn't like the bitter. I drank, the Legacy IPA, that's how I found the Legacy IPA. But, look at me drinking the whole fucking thing. It's a good beer. Actually, you know what? This would be a good go-to beer. For 2% more alcohol and for my tolerance, maybe. I think the only difference is probably has more calories than a Budweiser. I mean, not that calories really matter when it comes to health. I mean, that's kind of a misnomer. It's more about carb and non-refined carb intake than calories, to be honest. All right. Sugar causes an insulin response into your body that stores fat. Calories doesn't mean shit. Right? There's more calories in a block of cheese than there is in a bag of Skittles. And Skittles will make you fatter. So calories is a load of shit. What was I doing? Looking up. Fuck. I forgot. What was I looking up? It'll come back to me. But, yeah, this is a pleasant beer. Sorry, I know it's going on quite a while. I'm just trying to think of what the fuck I was gonna say. Shit. And all you guys are probably screaming at me because I was talking about, but I can't reverse the video while it's live, unfortunately. But, yeah, I always like the bitter beers. Anyway, it's light, refreshing. Oh. Brooklyn Lager calories. 170. Contains a total of 20 grams of carbohydrates. And 20 grams of net carbs. I don't know what that is. Then we have Budweiser calories. Really? That can't be. Hold on. It can't be that. This is stupid. Alright. Oh, that's why. 1.1 fluid ounces. 12 fluid ounces. There we go. So, honestly, I mean, you get a little bit more. Alright? A little bit. Alright? You get 145 calories, but then again, there's 11 grams of carbs in that. Probably because they use just rice. But then again, rice is probably... But I think barley is probably healthier for you than just, plain rice. So you're probably off better with the Brooklyn, even though it's higher in fat well, not fat, but higher in carb content. The carbs are different. 20 grams of white bread carbs is not the same as 20 grams of, red beans carbs or stuff like that. I'm going to end the review here because it's getting late and I got to FaceTime with this girl, and then the girl I'm hanging out with tomorrow, who I might put in a beer review depending on if she's not shy or not. If I do a beer review in Denver, I would like to. And then I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up at 9:30 and it's 1 something. Anyway, that's it for this review, guys. As always, if you like the reviews, please rate, comment, subscribe down below. Let me know what you think. And we'll see you next time on New York's Beer Reviews. I'm surprised for a review channel called New York's Beer Reviews doesn't have more subscribers. But then again, I don't really do this for the subscribers. I do this because I enjoy doing it. Because I look up to Jay, Hoggy, one of the veterans, Greg's Beer Reviews, Chad's Beer Reviews, Albino Rhino. This is all for you guys, man. Have a good one. Take care. Have a great weekend. It's Saturday. Let me know what you think.